Hello everybody and welcome back. Yes, I'm back today with another big update on the targeted advanced grants through the EIDL program because many of you are getting yourselves approved for these applications, and that is fantastic news. Finally receiving the balance of your $9,000 or whatever your balance of your $10,000 was. Fantastic to hear. Keep the comments coming. I love hearing it. Many of you have yet to even receive your invitation to the application process or even your invitation to the portal so you could check on your statuses. We're going to talk about everybody that's in priority number 2. And many of you are concerned about the denials that are being issued wrongfully, wrongful denials. And so I'm going to give yourself a list of items to be prepared to fire back and win reconsideration. Remember, you should get a phone call from a 202 or a 1-800 number from a contractor hired by the SBA, or possibly just get an email response. Whether you're approved or denied, you're going to get an email response, or it may just show up inside your portal. For many of you who are reporting on this channel, it just shows up. So I'm going to give you a list of items to be prepared to either receive your phone call, or if you have not received your phone call and maybe you just received your email, or even if you have not received your email, I'm going to give you a list of items to be prepared to fire back and win reconsideration, because that's right. People are actually winning the reconsideration process through this very unofficial process, and I'm going to give you all the details on how to get this done. Let's get into it. Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Edward Bilder. To all my loyal subscribers out there, welcome back for another video. And if you're joining us for the first time today, welcome. Consider becoming a subscriber. I got a lot of new viewers on the channel here, so welcome everybody. I typically post finance videos on filling your pockets through very easy strategies of wealth strategies, things where you can manage six-figure incomes with just using your cell phone. And I have a B&B crash course right now in the description. You could go check it out, starting with a $50 bill, turning it into $5,000 to $10,000 extra a month, and managing it all from your cell phone. I also have crash courses around building wealth strategies. You could also check those out in the description. A big congratulations is in order to everybody out there receiving their targeted advanced grants. I love hearing your comments, so keep them coming. I think I'm becoming one of the top resources here to get accurate information on the targeted advanced grants, so I appreciate each and every one of you guys posting and giving us information on my Instagram and right here on this channel, so thank you so much. I'm going to start out. I want to address some items for maintenance from the SBA. There is a new error code that is showing up, and it started out by either saying approved or submitted, and now it says error. Now, the SBA is fully aware of this. It is also happening over in the PPP funding process, where suddenly it said approved or something, and now it says error. And it seems to be happening during the transfer process, through the ACH transfer process. Now, I believe it might be an error due to some digit being off on your transfer of your bank account, or maybe your bank account might have changed, and it tried to send the funds and it kicked it back. Now it says error. So I highly recommend that if you got this error code, just to reach out to the targeted advance at sba.gov. Send them the information that says, hey, I've gotten an error code. Can you please tell me if it's related to the bank transfer or ACH? And let me know what I need to do in order to give you the most updated information so that we have that bank transfer happen. Many are asking about the extra $5,000 supplemental grant and when they can see this and who will qualify for it. So let me start by just saying the most up-to-date information, because we are still waiting for the guidelines to come out from the SBA. So as of right now, we only know what is written inside of the law, and that is for 10 or fewer employees, and you must have suffered a 50% reduction in gross receipts. Now, the SBA did release information that this will be only to those that are in low-income communities, but there is some disparity inside the law that also talks about the original CARES Act as this grant being eligible to everybody. So we don't have that answer yet. The big primary thing that we have to wait for is for the SBA to release the guidelines on that extra $5,000 supplemental grant. And I imagine that the rollout will be rather similar to the current rollouts for the $10,000 targeted advanced grants. I know it's a big mess and a disaster, so I'm hoping that they iron out all the kinks by the time they get to the 5,000. So let's hope on that. Let's get into your next topic. So again, it is so happy to hear that so many of you out there are getting yourselves approved for the targeted advanced grants, but there is some unhappy stories out there, and if you have not yet received your response yet from the SBA, I want you to be ready. So I'm going to go through a list of everything that I feel you should have on hand, available and ready to fire back to win your reconsideration, whether that's over the phone instantly or through this email process that I'll talk about here next. So I'm going to just go through a list of some things that you should do and get yourself ready for. And the first one is to check for yourself to be found on the map. That is the low income map. You could find it in the description here, or you could go to the SBA's .gov's website and find it there. Basically, you put your address in. Purple is good, yellow is bad. Purple means you're in low income, yellow means you're not in low income. And there is some sections where there's not enough census data to really determine, but it'll be determined by the SBA when they run your check. So I'm telling you, if you received the invitation and you found yourself currently in middle or high income, apply anyways. It doesn't hurt to apply. I would apply, and the SBA will check. Just be prepared that you're not going to be able to fire back and say that you are located in low income if they do deny you. So just be prepared that you could get denied based on your map that you're not found in low income. If you get approved, let us know here on the channel. We want everybody else to know. Okay. All right. Get yourself a copy of your 4506T. I made a whole video on how to get the 4506T, so you can follow these steps right here. It may come back with all zeros. I recommend that you go and you pull your 2018 taxes and your 2019 taxes. If your 2018 shows up with all of the information and your 2019 does not, chances are you're stuck in that backlog. If they both show up with all zeros, chances are you've created an error in filing that 4506. And so go through the process again and again until you get that 4506T to come back with the accurate information. You might have to grab your original 1040s or whatever you filed and check the addresses and check the names and check all the spelling and make sure that everybody, joint filers, are all located on that 4506T in order to get it to come back with valid information. But have it ready to go, because that is the majority of all of the denials, that it's based on the fact that the IRS is stuck in this massive backlog and there is no tax information. Now, if you are stuck in the backlog, that's okay too, because some of these operators, these contractors, are allowing you to take other steps to prove that you filed with the IRS. You could obtain a stamped copy from the IRS of your tax filing documents and send that over to the operators. So maybe go and just get it anyways. Go and get yourself a stamped off copy that says you did file with the IRS. Other contractors are allowing you to use your e-file receipt. That's if you e-filed online. Go to whichever online platform you use to e-file with and see if you could obtain a copy of your e-file documentation. Another basic question that they're asking for is the copy of your front and back of your driver's license. Just take a picture of it right now with your phone and be ready. And then when they call you and they say, hey, I need a picture of your front and back of your driver's license, say, hold on, I have it. Don't go anywhere. I'll give it to you right now. What else do you need? What else can I send you to really make sure? Did my tax transcripts come back blank? Because I have copies of all of this stuff. I'm going to send it to you right now. Send it in an email. And they're going to know that you're prepared and ready to get yourself the grant. All right. Now, if you have moved and you are no longer, maybe before you were in middle or high income and you're no longer living there and now you're living in low income, you now still qualify for the grant. It's based on where you live today. Okay, now you're going to have to get your address changed with the SBA. So send an email to targetedadvance@sba.gov. It'll be found in the description. And they're going to ask you for a copy of your utility bill to prove that you are having this new change of address and it's located in a new low-income community. So have a utility bill on hand and ready to send them in that email as well. Just update your address and make sure that it's been verified. Ask for some verification that it has been processed, and they'll just get it done for you. So this is the part of the video where I'm going to ask you to smash the like button. It takes a lot of work and effort to put all this research together, and if you like this content, give me a thank you by smashing the like button. It really helps me on the channel here, and it spreads the word. I'm going to talk about how you could spend your grant, because many people are like, do I have to follow some rules when I spend the grant? A lot of confusion between the loan, the Paycheck Protection Program, and the grant. A grant is free money. You could spend it any way you choose. You could take the $10,000 and buy a car if you'd like to buy a car, or buy whatever you want to buy. It's completely your money. You could spend it any which way you choose. You could go to the description and maybe invest in yourself and take one of my crash courses on B&B. Or you could go get yourself some free stocks also located in the description by signing up with Webull. Each and every month, I get about $2,000 worth of free stocks. I think they're the best app out there because I click 2 buttons. I recommend Webull to my friends on Facebook, and I generate roughly $2,000 worth of free stocks, and I either cash them in, trade them in for something else that I'm interested in. I mean, I could take that $2,000 completely out and I could go invest it in real estate if I want to. So it's your money to choose to do whatever you want with it once it becomes your free stock. I'm going to talk about now some things you can do if you were denied your targeted advance grant, and talk about how you could gain that unofficial reconsideration. Now, remember, have yourself prepared and go out and gather all that information and make sure that you qualify for the grant, because I'm going to be asking you to tag senators and have them included in the email process. And if you've been proven that there's a denial and it's really a denial, they will take us less seriously and they'll lose credibility in the fact that we're asking them for help to gain this reconsideration. So make sure that you do qualify, all right, by going and gathering the information that I talked about previous to this part, and get yourself prepared. Now, if you have not received your call yet or have not received your denial yet, just be prepared that when they call you, if they go to say, hey, you're denied, be ready and be like, boom, I have all this information. I can send it to you right now. Stay on the phone with me. I'll send it to you through an email, and we'll get this solved right now, and you're going to approve me. All right, that's probably the best avenue to get yourself reconsidered before they smack the denial on your application. Go that path, have everything ready, and be prepared to get that done. Now, if you did not get a call and you did not get an email and it just showed up denied in your portal and you verified that it's inaccurate and you want to ask for reconsideration, you have to email targetedadvance@sba.gov. I'll put it in the description. You cannot call the disaster group at the SBA. You cannot call anybody. They're not going to connect you with the Targeted Advance Grant Group. They're not going to give you any information other than that email. And email it with all of your information that, just spell it out for them in an email. Don't really attach any information at this point in time. Just spell it out for them in the email, telling them exactly why you feel you need to be reconsidered and how you can prove it. And copy your local state reps and local state senators, and copy Ben Cardin on the email. Put them all on the email. You might have to do a little bit of homework to gain the email of your state reps and your state senators. There are far too many of them for me to go out and dig and get all those emails, and I can't just present a list of them. So just do yourself a little bit of homework, fill out their intake form, and get the email back for pandemic assistance. And as soon as you have that email, add it to the Targeted Advance Grant emails and start sending your reconsideration information in. It really does help make this process move a lot faster when you put Ben Cardin and everybody else on the emails. Trust me. You're going to get a general reply. Your first email back will be a general reply, and it'll say, sorry, no recon, limited funding, yada, yada, yada. But don't stop there. Email back again and insist that you want to have an upper manager review your account. I have so many comments on this channel now from many of my viewers that have done this, gone through this process, and they're getting their denial overturned and having it turn up approved, and their funding is already sitting in their bank accounts. So it is really fantastic news to hear that reconsiderations are unofficially happening out there. And thank you to all the local state reps and all the congressmen and women that have helped all of these individuals get this reconsideration overturned. So thank you so much to the congressmen and women out there. They don't get a lot of credit sometimes, but in this case, if you tag them in there, I think they deserve a little bit of credit because it's happening. So it truly helps make that process faster, and we thank you. If you need further assistance outside my free content found here on YouTube, you could find me pinned in the top comment for a one-on-one consultation, a phone call. Remember, I'm always looking for new partners and investors in my BNBs, and it's probably time that you should take some of the stimulus money and go out there and change your futures. Remember, you're getting a lump sum of money, and you did not have to invest all of the hours into your service to get that lump sum of money. It's like a free pass to a new adventure, all right? So change your future, maybe invest in one of my courses, or go check out in the description BlockFi, Webull, M1 Finance, and Robinhood. They're all giving away free stocks right now, so go check them out in the description. And remember my giveaway. When I hit 20,000 subscribers, I'm picking a lucky subscriber who comments in all my videos to send $500 to. As soon as I hit 20,000, I'm going to pull a random comment from a subscriber and send out $500. So I wish you all the best of luck. That's going to do it for today, folks. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.